recap again. We are doing the 2020 season over again. We're calling it the perfect world. No injuries, no opt-outs, no COVID, just full stands and full starting rosters against each other week after week. So we are 15 weeks into this thing now. Let's take a quick look at the week 15 results. Chargers with a nice win over the Raiders, which is big because the Chiefs, if they did take care of business, which I don't see them on the screen right now, if the Chiefs win, then the Chiefs will take sole possession of first place. Bills with another win, so they have now won 5 or 6 games in a row, but they started out 1-8 before they started their run, so they're fighting to come back to 500. Seahawks beat the football team. That's a big development as the Seahawks continue to stay hot. Unfortunately, we saw the Giants beat the Browns in what was a very frustrating game. Chicago taking care of Minnesota, who has not been great. Packers beating the Panthers. We just watched that one happen. Houston taking care of the Colts. Again, Houston cementing themselves into one of those wild card spots pretty easily now. Rams get a win after some streak of losses, beating the Jets 37-20. Lions beat the Titans. Wow. How about this game? Lions-Titans. Let's see what happened. Let's look at the box score here. 14 points in the second quarter. No turnovers. How did they beat them so badly? They kept the Titans to 72 yards rushing the football. Stafford threw 1 touchdown. And they ran the ball well with Peterson and Swift. Derrick Henry was 13 for 51. Unreal. And Tannehill was 17 of 38. Not great. Sacked 1 time. No turnovers even. What a weird game. The Titans had been boat racing people. Interesting there. Buccaneers beating the Falcons. How about this tight one? 38-35 to keep the Buccaneers primed for a playoff spot. The Ravens take care of business over the Jacksonville Jaguars 35-10. So again, a 3-way tie now atop the AFC North. Dolphins, wow, they have been terrible, and they get off the schneid against the Patriots. That's a big-time win for the Dolphins, and that may shake up some things in terms of the wild card potentially. Eagles beat the Cardinals. Tough one for your team there, Nick. And the Cardinals are going to really be struggling now, looking at the outside of the playoff picture looking in. Chiefs with a big win over the Saints, so again, they're going to be in first place now. Dallas beating the 49ers, so they're going to pretty securely put themselves now at the top of the NFC East. And again, we watched that game earlier as well. Steelers beating the Bengals 31-17. So let's take a quick look at the standings now, as we always do here at Aeon Sports. So again, this AFC North, baby, it is so tight. 3 teams at 8-6 right there on the top. You can see the Ravens winners of 4 in a row. Browns trending the wrong way, losers of 2 in a row as well. So again, these last 2 weeks are going to be absolutely huge for all 3 of those teams, and of course Steelers and Browns play in week 17. AFC South, again, the Titans out just off their second loss, 12-2. Again, Texans pretty firmly cemented into one of those wild card spots at this point, although they cannot catch the Titans officially for the division. Didn't matter there, but you can see 4 in a row now for the Bills. They're trying. They were 2-8 when they started this run, and the Patriots did get that loss, of course, to the Dolphins, but the Dolphins and Jets both 3-11, dreaming of Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields. Chiefs now on a 3-game winning streak. They take the full game lead over the Raiders after their loss. Chargers probably out of it at this point. Broncos trending the wrong direction. NFC North, we just watched the Packers. They again are firmly the first seed in the NFC. Bears really going to try to fight for a playoff spot if they can squeak one out. We just saw the Panthers lose, but they are 10-4, and as you can see, they have clinched the division at least, or at least clinched a playoff spot. I don't know which letter means which at this point. I think that means clinch the division. Buccaneers again fighting hard to try to get in. Saints probably out. Falcons have been bad most of the year. NFC East now a full 2-game lead for the Cowboys. That's probably going to be good enough to get it done. Not sure what the breakdown looks like if football team wins or the Giants win their last 2 and the Cowboys lose their last 2, what that could look like. And again, out in the West, 12-2 Seattle is the second best team. And then the 49ers, and then the Cardinals really close, and then the Rams struggling at 7-7. So again, power rankings quickly. Titans, Packers, Seahawks, Patriots, Panthers, Texans, Chiefs, 49ers, Buccaneers, Raiders are going to be your top 10 here. Let's take a quick look, as we always do. Worst offenses: Dolphins, Eagles, football team, Jaguars, Vikings, Lions, Bengals. Best offensive football teams: Packers, Titans, Patriots, Seahawks, Saints, Chiefs, Raiders. Best defenses, Titans, Steelers, Cardinals, football team, 49ers. Worst defenses, Falcons, Broncos, Jaguars, Jets, Saints, all the teams at the bottom. Who's hot right now? How about not hot? 7 in a row lost for the Colts, 6 in a row lost for the Broncos. The other direction, how about 6 in a row for the Packers, 4 in a row for the Ravens and Bills, 3 in a row for the Chiefs. So those teams are getting hot at the right times. Finally, before we sign off for the day, let's take a quick look at the playoff picture as it sits today. If the league ended today, the Browns would be out. You can see that the Ravens would win the division and that the Steelers would be the final playoff team in. Chiefs and Raiders, and then Texans. So Raiders, there'll be an AFC West matchup right there. And again, Titans probably not going to be giving up the ship as the first seed. Packers still the first seed. The last 3 teams in would be the Cardinals, the Buccaneers, and the 49ers. So again, we are really going to be tight here. That would be an interesting AFC or NFC South matchup and an NFC West matchup in the first round of the playoffs there and there. So again, hopefully that's not how it ends, because right now it's the first time in several weeks we've not seen the Browns helmet on that. So for Phil Nagy and Nagy on Sports, appreciate you being on. This has been the recap video. We'll check you with Week 16 coming in probably tomorrow. Go Browns!